Hi, Malcolm Nance. Hi.
Howdy.
You're in your invisible secret missions
That's right.
mode. All right. So
Nah, I just hung out with Michael Cohen and Jim Acosta last night.
Oh,
I
that's
got
fun.
big bags under my eyes. And
Oh,
Don Lemon.
aw.
Oh, Don Lemon.
Oh my God, fun, fun, fun. That's a lot of man meat. All right, so listen, I can I just say, eventually everything comes full circle back to your first book, The Plot to Hack America,
Yes.
because I was just saying about Doge just wanted the data, period. And I'd saved this tweet for you. If you saw Rachel Maddow, you saw a terrified IT whistleblower who claims Doge opened a gateway to the Department of Energy for the Russians. That's where all the nuclear secrets are stored. God help America. I mean, here we are full circle back to Russia, aren't we?
Yes. Everything starts with Russia. Everything is about Russia. Everything ends with Russia. And, that coincidence took a lot of planning, and that's been known now for almost a decade. And the real problem here is it's not that we know it, it's that people don't care about it anymore. Trump neutralized it with his base. They don't care. That he works for Russia, they don't care. That he's trying to give Ukraine away through Witkoff, they don't care. Just yesterday, or was it a day before, when Vladimir Zelensky offered to buy $50 billion of U.S. goods and $10 billion in Patriot missiles with European money, Trump said no. And he said, no, we don't, you start a war and now you want us to sell you missiles. This is Vladimir Putin talking out of Trump's mouth.
Yep.
So
Yes.
everything goes to Russia, everything. So this story doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is that people really just don't give a flip that the United States is literally being disarmed by these people.
Yeah. I mean, this one, I was saying, here we are. The U.S. has blocked a G7 statement to condemn Russia for its
Oh, help
Palm
me,
Sunday
Jesus.
missile attack in Ukraine, which killed 35 people, injured over 100, including children.
Right.
I mean, here we are. Can't even condemn an attack on civilians, right?
The United States is now aligned with Moscow. Just get it in your heads. They haven't made that announcement, but it's coming. Witkoff just 2 days ago, after he met Putin last Friday, just 2 days ago, he made a statement that the United States and Russia will be seeking economic opportunities in which to cooperate more deeply and closely. We are being sold to Moscow. And right now, everything, even the most lowly statement condemning Moscow for killing children, that attack in Sumy, in Ukraine, which I've been to with the East, they double tapped that group of people. They hit him with a battlefield ballistic missile that had a 2,000-pound warhead that they aimed at a market. And then when the rescuers came, they hit them with another rocket.
Yeah.
So Trump, he doesn't think that's a problem because it's his buddy doing the murdering. But then again, we're getting ready to become our own dictatorship.
Yep.
Or well
Yeah.
on our way. We're into it.
I
So
mean-
of course he doesn't want to condemn another fellow dictator.
And he sat in the Oval Office again and blamed Zelensky and Biden, I guess, for the invasion. I mean, it's just, I don't even know what to say.
Yes.
Yeah, go
They
ahead.
said if Ukraine hadn't started this,
Right.
which is madness. That's mind-boggling. It's a flat out, the man's a pathological liar, the most documented liar in history. So if you don't start your discussions with that,
Yeah.
then you're not even capturing the essence of the dictator that is Trump.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
We all got a little faint there for a minute. Our sphincter snapped shut. Yeah, but I mean, even to the Signal Gate, which, apparently successfully they pushed out of the news cycle, Malcolm. I mean, the fact that one of the people was in the Kremlin that was on that Signal chat, right?
Oh, my God. Yeah, same guy. Witkoff.
Right.
Again,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Trump's billionaire real estate developer friend who he has made his personal envoy to everyone who's horrible in this world. And he was in Moscow with his phone, which they probably have been in it for months. It doesn't matter. And besides, why would you even need to monitor this guy when he will sit there and service Moscow at the behest of Trump and do anything they want in the. And if all of you are wondering, Malcolm, what is all this about? It's Russian oligarch billions and billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions that they want to tap. They want access to it, and they're willing to sell all of us, our armed forces, our national security, and our allies down the river to get access to that money. So you better, if you guys aren't angry enough to hit the streets yet, if none of you have gone out and done a protest, well, harness this one around your head. We are selling the Cold War. $10 trillion we spent to stop communism. We're giving it to him, to an ex-KGB dictator on a platter, and they're doing it with your money in your name.
Yeah. Yep. So where should we go next in terms of this is just Pam Bondi
I'm
gives.
gonna tell you,
Oh, all right. No, you go. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you where you need to go
I was
next.
going to talk about disappearing Americans into foreign gulags, but you go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's happening too. Did you see the article, I believe it was in Rolling Stone, about Eric Prince?
Yes.
He's the mastermind, the guy from Blackwater, the mastermind behind the plan to send 100,000 U.S. prisoners to El Salvador, and that Eric Prince is going to create some sort of civilian contractor force that will be deputized to hunt illegal immigrants around the United States, dog the bounty hunter style, armed with weapons, and then forcibly deport them overseas, and that El Salvador will designate the new prisons as U.S. territories so that they can send Black, Latino criminals in U.S. prisons to El Salvador. This is madness. We are literally at the point where our government is now the enemy. They are viewing all of us as assets that they can do in a for-profit prison scheme. Prince is supposed to get $25 billion for this to create, of course, an all-white contractor hunting force that will forcibly remove Americans and send them overseas. I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth.
Well, I can't believe these words are coming out of Attorney General Pam Bondi refused to say whether Trump's plan to deport American citizens to a Salvadorian prison is legal. So
of course you won't say.
Jesse Waters asked if Trump's musing about sending Americans there, where inmates sleep on bare metal racks and are kept in their cells 23 and a half hours a day, is legal. Bondi refused to answer. She said, Jesse, there are Americans, he's saying, who've committed the most heinous crimes in our country. Crime is going to decrease dramatically because he's given us a directive to make America safe again. Legal experts say the idea is obviously illegal. I mean,
They don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
They don't care. And I'm sorry, but, last night at the town hall here in New York City, one lady asked, she goes, what do we do? What do you guys want us to do? And it's very obvious. Now is the time for all good men and women to come to the aid of their country, and you have got to hit the streets. Adam Kinzinger said that this morning.
Yeah.
We are at the point where every person, every weekend, every time you hear a protest, you had better get out there. And I'm saying that as a person that would have thought all of this was madness 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But now we're at the point where the only thing that's going to stop this is people power.
Yeah.
And here, put this here. Let me give you a little hint about some of the meetings that I've been having this week in Washington. Every one of you needs to surround the date of June 14th, which is the date Trump wants his grand Bastille Day parade, Trump Day parade in Washington, D.C. And I suspect what you're going to find is every protest group in this country is coming together on that date to do the largest march in the history of the United States.
Yep. By the way, Brian Behar said people still act like a special bell will ring signaling the arrival of fascism. Trump just defied a 9-0 Supreme Court ruling. Fascism is here.